This is Mrs. O'Neill for your Chapter 19 Review Questions and Problems. Again, take a moment to pause and look at this visual. I like it because it shows you the comparison between Q and K. It also shows you the understanding of free energy and if it would be spontaneous or not. And the third thing it shows you is those particle representation. So again, a great visual here to look at this combination reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen to make that ammonia. So you're going to continue playing this video and pause when you see the question or the problem, and some of them have multiple parts. You can answer them mentally or on paper using your calculator and reference sheets. Continue playing the video to check your answers, and some of these are above and beyond what you're going to see in class test, but will be helpful for your AP exam. So number one deals with delta H, delta G, and delta S. Take note that you do have to look up some values. You would not have to do that on your test or the AP exam. However, if you do not have your book and you want to look up these values online, that's fine as well, but now your numbers might be just slightly different. All right, give it a go. Hopefully you paused and you did the first one. So again, as a reminder, if your numbers are slightly different than the ones I used, then your answers are going to be slightly different. But notice also your units, really important here, especially for that AP exam. So delta H and delta G are going to be in kilojoules, but your delta S is in joules per Kelvin. So again, maybe your number is slightly different, but if you're using the correct values from the correct unit, you should be okay. Next one. Next one. So then your answer to B would be that they are all negative G, so they are all spontaneous. Letter C. And moving on to number two, now we're dealing with delta H and K, your equilibrium constant. And you should have come up with this as an answer. Again, I'm trying to give you some kind of visual. If we're adding heat as the product, what's happening? We're shifting to the left, and this is going to decrease our K value. And for B, it's the opposite. And so number three is dealing with acetic acid. Again, here is your formula for acetic acid. However, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, that can be manufactured. Your acetic acid is over here on the right. Ooh, hopefully you caught that, right? This is your acetic acid, even though it's written weird, right? This OH is a base that it's forming. Excuse me. But remember, acetic acid is not on your list, so it is weak. That's why this can be equilibrium. And hopefully you paused and hopefully you came up with A using this formula, again, on your reference sheets. But can you rearrange the formula, this equation, to solve for what you need? And on the bottom, you got to take the anti-log in order to get that K value. So not only is this a chemistry, this really is a mathematical algebra problem in order to, hopefully you can manipulate the equation. All right, so hopefully you paused and looked that over. Here's your answer to B. Hopefully that makes sense. C. Again, hopefully you came up with an answer. And again, I'm trying to show you the steps, the solution in order to get there. Entropy is the next one. You do not have to look at these pages. I just have them there as a reference. But you should be able to answer these without going to those pages. So your answer to A and B and C. So hopefully that all makes sense to you. Now 5, I would really try to take the time and do this. This is a really good example of an AP question because again, it has multiple parts and it's coming from different aspects of the entire course. So pause and do your best. And here we go to this information that you need. And on to the answers. So here's A. Again, pause, and you might want to relook at this pictures. Here's your answer to B and C. Again, notice I put the states of matter in there, really important for your AP exam. Letter D. E. Again, a lot going on over here, but you're using that formula that's on your reference sheet and doing a little bit of manipulating of that. F. And good luck on your test in class.